Did you know baseball gave us jazz? No, I'm serious. Look it up. In 1912, a minor league pitcher had a pitch he called the jazz curve. Years later, jazz became, but the music didn't stop there. Because we play to play. Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, Buck O'Neil, they wanted to play. And they did play. My Grammy Pat, she played to play. Back in the Bahamas on the sandlots, I played to play. And you better believe that we still play to play. So yeah, like I said, baseball gave us jazz.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri. Welcome to Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Bryce Elder. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Tapped softly on the ground. Throw on to Olsen. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Paul Goldschmidt.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Fouled off. He was late. And a pitch. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. swing and a ball popped up. Arcia has this one sized up. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The first baseman, Paul.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt. On the ground, Arcia sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out, and that'll do it. Redbirds down quietly, and now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and towing the slab in this one, Steven Matz. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
The line to kick the pitch. Line drive, makes the grab, 1 away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. He's got a double.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. Out to short, Edman. In plenty of time to first, and Acuna retired.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1 left for Atlanta. Scoreless after 1. Back at Truist Park, second inning set to go. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And he takes a strike. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
So up next, Jordan Walker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. No score here in the second. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
No.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The count 2-1. Swings through that.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning, and here is Ozzie Albies. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And here it comes. Out front, rip foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here's Austin Riley, fourth on the National League RBI leaderboard. Line drive, base hit. O'Neill whips it back in, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. In there, and it's 0-1. And now the lefty ripped towards third to second, pulls him off the bag. So here's Murphy now, third in the NL in RBIs this year.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Line drive, caught.
Batting number, that's
Here's Orlando Arcia, third on the National League leaderboard for batting average.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Ripped on a line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
So the lineup flips over. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Fly ball to right. Nootbaar moves under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. We play two full. It's the Braves 1 and the Cardinals 0. And welcome back. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. On the ground, right side. And foul ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now it's Juan Yepez. And that one fouled off.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Makes the grab on the run. And a couple of quick outs.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Just missed. O'Neill, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2013. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now it's the Braves DH, Vaughn Grissom. Matz back to work. Line drive, hauls it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 13.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Here's a rocket out to left. They get the out on Acuna, and there's 2 down.
Now back, first base.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Olson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 29 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. And the pitch. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Braves go down quickly here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And here comes Tommy Edman. And he deals. And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Check swing, and he held up. Up the middle, Albies gathers and throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
There's a high chopper. Albies over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. In the air to left center. Ozuna ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0.
When I'm waking, I feel so dangerous when I become.
Bottom 4 now in for the Braves. Ozzy Albies.
The second baseman, Albies.
The wind and the pitch. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Walker brings it in with a nice running grab.
The third baseman,
Austin Riley next up for the Braves. And he's already singled in this game. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One down. Marcell Ozuna digs in now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Out to short. Whips it across. 2 away.
Now the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. That's a laser base hit. Here comes Riley. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
2 outs, runner at first. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Lined into left center, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
Here comes a pitch. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound. You know, these Cardinals just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
He takes it on his own. One away here in the fifth.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Ball 1, no strikes. Nolan Arenado, for all of the success he's had at the plate and all the All-Star appearances, Singy, he's won the Gold Glove every year that he has been in the league. He's going to go down as one of, if not the greatest defensive third baseman of all time. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Redbirds still looking for their first hit in this one. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Left fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Well, he's one of those players, if you're on the opposing team, you essentially say don't hit it to third, don't even try to bunt it to third because you're going to be out. He is that prolific as a third baseman.
In the air, center field. Harris makes the catch, and that'll do it. Redbirds down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Truist Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Vaughn Grissom. The pitch. That's a base hit, so a man on base to start the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Acuna now. Swing and a base hit. They take the force out, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Here is Matt Olson. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Edman relay to second. They get the force. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. There's the strike. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
right there. He does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. And that one is lifted in the air. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Here's a big power threat, Marcell Ozuna. Ground ball left side. On the run, sent it over to first. And that is the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here in Atlanta, top six. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Wilson Contreras has put together a pretty special career. Multiple times he's been an all-star and a guy that came up in the Cubs system as an infielder. Right side, and he grabs it foul.
Yeah, very athletic catcher, and the thing about it is offense is probably what he's most known for, coming out of that position behind the dish. And this is a kid that grew up in Venezuela. Favorite player, Miguel Cabrera, and not a bad one to want to follow after in terms of what you can do at the plate.
And the righty deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Stays alive. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Righty delivers. The punch out there, and one out now.
Now batting,
Juan Yepez next up for the Cardinals. Flied out his first time. How about Wilson and William getting a chance to start and hit back-to-back in the 2022 All-Star game in L.A.? That must have been cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, and these two guys have a chance to be like the Molina brothers.
The Cards hitless so far in the game. Ground ball up the middle. Albies. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
the center fielder, number 27, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill next up for the Cardinals. In there for strike one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Kicks and deals. Back to the mound. And it gets by him.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman at the plate. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Digging in, Lars Nootbaar. In there at the knees, 0-1. And the pitch. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's ripped. Base hit. O'Neill flies around third. He'll score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Two on, 2 outs. Bounce to the right side. Throw on to Olsen, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. 3rd out, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Jake Woodford.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy.
The catcher,
The wind of the pitch. And that's ripped into left, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. So digging in, Orlando Arcia. Line to left. And that's going to roll to the wall. Edman relay to third. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
The triple is arguably the most exciting play in baseball, and the guys worked so hard to get around first, to get around second, and to get thrown out at third. Man, you just feel bad for him. On top of that, he was already in scoring position, so you think about how it kind of hurts the team as well.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark. 40.
Runner on the move. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Harris over at second. Grissom over at first with 1 away. And it stays fair. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-1. In there safely.
That's 3 singles in a row. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. That one ripped. Nootbaar calls it in, and there's 2 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. So 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 1. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Elder back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ozuna should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
So up next, Nolan Arenado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Joe Jimenez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
There's a strike.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Next offering is in for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Walker hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
No ball, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. This to third. Loves it on the dive. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. The pitch. Well struck, right field. And gone! Ozzie Albies goes yard, and they add a run. It's 6-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Matthew Liberatore.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You have good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
So, man aboard, Marcell Ozuna. Next up for the Braves. That one laced to center and a base hit. Here comes Riley. He scores. It's 7-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And here is Sean Murphy. Center field. O'Neill drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Let's do this.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So 2 down at the plate. Vaughn Grissom. That's a base hit. Run scores. Now 2 runs score. It's 9-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
New pitcher now, Adam Wainwright.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Smash down the left field line. Walker makes the grab, and that's the inning. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. Braves 9 and the Cardinals 1.
Tell me what you want, what you really want. Tell me what you want.
And welcome back. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. The pitch. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 0-1.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. One gone here.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
I've been in many games as a fan.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count, just a poor at bat.
Here's the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Popped up. Arcia under it. Makes the catch, inning over. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. There's a swing and a drive. Gone! Matt Olson goes deep. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-1.
See a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Hits the fence. The throw into second, but he's in there easily. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Ozzie flying around third. He will score. It's 11-1.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. That one's in there, 0-1. Singy, here's an Adam Wainwright nugget. He's faced every team in the majors except the St. Louis Cardinals. Riley leads off second with nobody out. That's hard hit on the line. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging for third. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. That's a base hit, run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Pitching change here, Zach Thompson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
One gone, runner at first. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. That smash towards center. Brings it in, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Vaughn Grissom getting ready to hit. Base hit, and a run comes in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. That one ripped. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Matt Olson up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That's in for a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. Grissom around third. He'll score easily, and it's 15-1.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and lifted into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Stepping in, now a screamer into the outfield. Walker makes the catch, and that is that. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Through 8 full, Braves lead this one 15-1. Back at Truist Park, we go to the 9th. Now up for St. Louis, Tommy Edman. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Raisel Iglesias.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
There's a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint, and there's 1 down. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. On the ground to first. Olsen handles the chance. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they're down to their last out.
Now back, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Iglesias, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Riley drifts towards it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
A 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes.